Good morning, everyone. So upon hearing your communications about having trouble navigating Orion, I wanted to create a video walkthrough to show you exactly how to do this. One of the most confusing points as it's coming across to me is this idea that you can't go back to view the problems you've already done until you're done with the problem set. However, this is not true. You are able to go back, even if you've only done one problem, to view that one problem or any problems that you've completed up to that point. So to do that, it's really important that the first thing you do is go to the content tool under the D2L webpage. You're going to click on the Wiley Plus links and then click through to Wiley Plus Read, Study, and Practice. When you get in there, you will see a Orion kind of tile directly beneath that looks like this multicolored star that says Personalized Practice Orion. Once you click on that tile, you're going to be brought to an interface that looks like this. Now, I am viewing this as a student, so this should be exactly what you all see when you go into your Orion problem set. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the chapter that you're wanting to work through. So this chapter would be chapter 1, discussing measurements. Our goals of this chapter being to express the length of an object in SI units and to define methods for measuring time. All right. When we click on continue, it brings us to the problem wherever you started or ended your last session. So for me, that's problem 2 here. All right, I'm going through this as a student to show you exactly how this all will work. So this question is about which of the following represents the greatest speed. You'd go through, convert each 4 options into one common unit and compare them. When I did this, I chose meters per second, but for right now, let's just choose an option because this is more about the process rather than the answer, correct? So we click on the 1 meter per second, and then I'm going to click submit. All right. Now it moves me on to the next problem. But now say you're pressed for time, you don't have enough time to keep going through Orion to get to the end to go back and view. You simply have to go up here to this 3-lined menus. It pops up as menus. Go to your report. All right. When you click on your report, you're going to see a list of different reports you can do. Productivity report, metacognitive report, most challenging activities, and this last one, your performance report. So this last one is the most important. It's called the performance report, and it's going to show you your performance on this Orion activity. So I'm going to click on performance report, and it's going to bring up a window that looks like this. It's got this 100% course performance, all right, because we've got both problems right. And then it's going to have a bar graph down here. Now, there are 2 ways to navigate to the exact problem that you want to look at, okay? So say you want to go through the graph, okay? This says chapters. So you click on chapter 1 under measurements. It's then going to bring up the objectives, all right? And you click on one of them. Say I want to click on 1.2. I click on this, and it says question 1.2. I click on that one, and it brings me back to the question I just answered and shows me whether or not I got it correct, all right? So that is one way to get back to the answers. Now, when you're posting your discussion board, what I would do for this, all right, is I would post this question 1.2, which of the following represents the greatest speed, copy that title into the title of your Orion discussion post. That makes it easy for students to click through and see which problems have and have not been taken. All right, so the other way to view this is, and we can go back to, let's go back. Say you're back here at the original performance report. Over here on the right, you'll see the questions right off the bat, which ones you've gotten correct and which ones you might not have. But these are all the questions you will have completed. So as you go through this, you should be able to see each question that you completed. So for example, say I wanted to do the first one. I talk about an alien planet, right? So for this one, all right, I would post this title, I see the question, I see my answer, and I would post this title. Question 1.1, an alien planet uses a knarl as a unit of length. I would just post that question, and I would come back later on in the week when I have some time to actually complete the discussion board. As long as it's done before Wednesday, you will be good to go. So hopefully everyone, this clears up some of those confusions about how to navigate through Orion. I know this can be tricky. I know navigating D2L and Orion and Wiley Plus is a lot to ask you all. Hopefully this week has given you that opportunity to really dive in to understanding how this class is going to work. And by next week, we kind of get into the flow of things. All right. If you have any questions at all regarding any of these tools, what I just showed you in this video, please feel free to reach out at any time, any day of the week. All right, to reinforce what we just learned, to get to your performance report, you click on the menus next to the Wiley plus Orion title. When you do that, you go to My Reports and Performance Report. That's going to bring you to this page, and you have those two ways to navigate through it, either by clicking through the graph or by clicking on the question specifically over here. All right, everyone, thank you so much. I really hope this was helpful, and reach out with any questions you may have.